Good morning, YouTube. Thanks for joining me. Breakfast with Brian, episode number 30. 30. Can't believe I've done this 30 times. But good morning, everyone. Going to check in on the chat, see who's joining us this morning. Chop, good morning. White Mojo Wolf, thanks for stopping in. Jacob, good to see you. Zach, Cole, nice. Good to have the pancakes. Wahoo, good morning. Thanks for coming in. Collecting with Dirts, good morning. Appreciate you guys coming in. Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's doing well. Got a couple things to get to today. Our normal stuff. We're going to do some shout outs. We've got some comic books to look at. We've got a little update on the Comic Book Community Awards. Got some a giveaway. Obviously, we do a giveaway here too. So appreciate everybody coming out this morning. I'm not a coffee guy. I don't drink coffee at all. I love the smell of it, but can't stand the taste. Don't drink coffee. Tea. If it's a hot drink, it's got to be tea for me. And that's really it. No coffee. So yeah, just catching up on the chat. But we're going to get into Cole, I found I was going through some YouTube channels yesterday, and I found like another channel that it doesn't look like you posted. I forget the name of it. Was something the Collector's Mix or something? Is that a real channel? Is that something you got going on? I didn't realize you had a secondary channel. Yeah, I believe me. My wife loves coffee, and she makes coffee all the time, and it smells so good. The smell of it. And I go to, I said, let me taste it, let me see. And every time it's just, and I try it all the time. Like I go through this like every couple weeks where she makes a cup of coffee, it smells really good. I go to taste it, and I'm like, yep, not for me. Naman, good morning. I just, I don't know. It's just something about the taste of coffee. It's, I don't know, too bitter or, I try, but it's just, so I get my caffeine fix with tea. Hot tea is the way I go. So. Okay. Yeah. I just stumbled across it yesterday and didn't even realize that, I didn't realize you had another channel. Well, this collective group. So I watched I think one of the videos, and I saw Poser, and but yeah, I had no idea. So I wasn't sure if that was something you were kind of actively, making videos for. Yeah. Yeah, Red Bull is another, that's a good way to kick it up a notch. So we have a drink that we use, Spark. It's called Spark. It's basically it's a kind of like a caffeine drink, and it's different flavors, and you mix it in water. It's like a powder that you mix in water, and that's a good caffeine boost when you need a little more energy. Oh, okay. I had no idea. Yeah, like I said, I stumbled across the YouTube channel and wasn't sure about it. So, but subscribe to it. So if you put out some new videos, I'll check them out. Picking and punching. Good morning, sir. Thanks for jumping in. Puerto Rico. Wow. Are you there for a wrestling match, or is this vacation? Neil. Good morning. Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's a lot of different flavors, different coffees, but I just, and believe me, I try every so often. I'll try it again. It smells really good, but I just can't get past get past the taste. All right, on vacation. Well, Puerto Rico is a good place to be on vacation. Nice. Well, I appreciate you taking some time out of your vacation to catch this show. Um, but why don't we get to we're going to get to the shout outs. Let's get to the shout outs for this week. Couple new channels, couple channels you're probably familiar with, but let's get to it. Get this channel a sub. So I got two new channels that I found this week. May have been from some other channels that did shout outs. But the first channel I want to mention is Cullen Collects, and all the links will be down below. Just discovered Cullen Collects this week, and a bunch of hauls, new comic book day, eBay purchases, online stuff. Basically, a bunch of, he does a bunch of unboxings and haul videos. So definitely need to go check him out. Um, only about only about 35 subs, I think, for Cullen Collect. So definitely want to go support him. Sith, good morning, sir. Up early on the West Coast. Yeah, I believe me, and I come from a family of coffee drinkers, right? My dad was like, I had to have his 2 cups in the morning. He had his mid morning cup, his afternoon cup. Same thing with my mom. Most of my brothers and sisters drink coffee too, but I have tried it and just can never, unless and I don't want to make it all sweet and with all the crap that Starbucks can put into coffee. So um, I just I don't know. I just can't get by it. Yeah. Good morning, Pops and Son. Good morning. Appreciate you coming in, my fellow New Yorker. Appreciate you coming in. So, like I said, shout outs. Cullen Collects. Definitely need to go check him out. New channel, fairly new channel. Like I said, only about 35 subs. So, definitely want to go support him. And then another channel I discovered this week is Gary's Grails. Now, Gary does more, he's more on the toy side, statues, action figures, but a lot of, comic related, statues and figures. And he just passed 200 subscribers, just hit that milestone, I believe, this week. So definitely want to go check out Gary's Grails. I got Cullen Collects and Gary's Grails. Didn't realize we had some tongue twisters with those, but definitely two great channels. Definitely want to go check them out. Like I said, Cullen does more comic book, and then Gary does more on the toy side, statue and things. But really cool channel. So. Yeah, Twin Peaks. They were coffee and pie. That was the big thing on that show, and donuts too, right? They were always eating bear claws or some types of donuts. So nice, madam. Good morning. No, you're right on time. We have not served breakfast yet. We were just talking shout outs. So getting through the shout outs. Neil, thanks for dropping the link. So we got Madam and Master. Great. Thanks for coming in. And you have to go check out if you haven't seen. So last night, Anachronic Comics, Joe at Anachronic Comics, host a comic book. What I always draw a blank. The comic book crowd. He does a live stream with a panel Friday nights. I think it's either it's every other Friday or once a month they do it. But anyway, last night they had a live stream and just a great discussion. But they also showed all of the panelists had artwork, and so Joe's doing a little giveaway with it, and each of the panelists showed off an original piece of art. So you definitely need to go check that out. Some great art that was done, and maybe some mugshots. But you definitely want to go check that out. A great invisible man was drawn, so you need to go check that out. It was a fun stream to watch. There's a bunch of great streams on last night. Gary B, the casual comic guy, had a panel with patriotic covers, American flag covers. So definitely need to go check that out. Some great streams last night, and then late, I didn't even realize it was on last night. Naman, the comic bookworm, did a collector show with Gary B, the casual comic guy. So a bunch of great live streams last night and content being produced. So definitely need to go check them out. Some great stuff by the community. Jerry, good morning. Yeah, some really great stuff. So just getting through, catching up on the chat, making sure I'm not missing anybody. Neil, thanks for dropping the links for everybody. We have a couple more shout outs to get to, and then we'll serve up some breakfast too. So two other shout outs that I have for you guys today. Two channels that you might be familiar with. Two of my Long Island comic book brothers. We live really close to each other. So the first channel is Cuppo Comics, Will. He does hauls. He does preview videos of new comic books coming out, each week with some spec and some, key issues. So definitely need to go check out Will. Cup O Comics. I believe he's going to be on In the Hot Seat with Gary B coming up this week. So another great interview show. And then Nick the Comic Nerd, another one of my Long Island comic collecting brothers. And Nick and I go to the same LCS. So we've met up a few times there. So definitely go check out Nick the Comic Nerd. He's a big wrestling fan too, so he does some stuff in the community on wrestling. So definitely need to go check out both Will and Nick. And like I said, links for all of the shout out channels are down below. So definitely go check out those guys. I definitely plan on featuring more of. There's a ton of local channels, so New York channels. So Zach, who's in the Zach and Pop and Son, who are both in the chat, are fellow New Yorkers, and so I want to start highlighting all of the New York channels, and there's a ton of them, a ton of great channels. So definitely going to be highlighting more of those local guys in the coming weeks. So definitely check out the two new channels I mentioned and the other channels. So Jay, good morning. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Neil dropping all the chats, the links for us. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think Neil and White Mojo got together at the LCS this week, and then they were streaming some Fortnite last night, playing little duel action last night. That was pretty cool to see. I watched it. I was a big Twin Peaks fan back in the day. The original series that was on, was it ABC? I believe it was ABC. And then I did watch the Showtime series from a couple years ago. Thought it was really good. I mean, it's if Twin Peaks is a little out there, but I enjoyed that series and really enjoyed the Showtime series that kind of put everything together. But yeah, that was one of my favorite shows back in the day. And Kyle MacLachlan just thought he was he did a really good job. So definitely a fun show. If you haven't seen it and like shows that are a little bit not, a little bit unusual, that's definitely a show for you. So yeah, but the reboot, not the reboot, is really a continuation. The Showtime series, I think it was about 10 or 12 episodes, was really fun. It was good to see, most of the original cast back and then kind of wrap up some of the story that they were unable to when it was on network television. So, Trev, good morning. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I've been, this week I've been trying to catch up on shows. Finished Obi-Wan. I've been watching Miss Marvel, and I just caught up on The Boys. So I think it's 5 episodes in for The Boys for this season. So I was able to catch up on that. I still have Stranger Things I need to watch. I haven't caught up on that yet. I think that's all I have on the watch list. So Um, yeah, Twin Peaks was just, what hooked me, I think, right away was Kyle MacLachlan, the FBI, his FBI agent was just, that hooked me. And obviously the storyline of, investigating, the mystery, the murder, and investigating what happened. And then, as all the craziness and weirdness started to happen. Yep, I understand. That I used to do the show at 9, and then I bumped it back down to 10, so I could sleep in a little bit on a Saturday morning. So definitely understand. And yeah, definitely need to do that. I'll have to add you guys. So I'm on PlayStation 4 still, but I think we have to add if you guys are. I think because I think White Mojo is on Xbox, so I think we have to add each other through maybe Epic. So yeah, we'll definitely need to do that. Yeah, the new one was a little bit strange. Definitely some strange things in it, but I was I was happy to see the story kind of wrap up. You kind of understand what happened because we didn't really get the full story in in the network. Like I said, I think it was ABC who aired it. Um, oh, didn't know that. That's cool. He's a have you showed any of his cards or autographs on your channel, Zach? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and I'm trying to think. I think I was so that came out in what, like 89, 90, right around maybe. No, maybe even a little bit earlier, 88. I'm trying to think. I think I was just finishing up high school or just in college, and all of the women on that show were pretty attractive. So I'll leave it at that. Um, so yeah, so I still have Stranger Things to catch up on the current season or the latest season that was released. Just haven't had the bandwidth yet to get to that. So thanks, Jerry. Yeah, appreciate that. Yep. Definitely, like I said, too, go check out the shout outs I did earlier, a couple new channels. Cullen Collects, like I said, is only around 35 subs. So definitely to go check him out and support him. I like the non build, the no build mode in Fortnite, just because I just can't build as quick, and so when you get down to the end of the game with only a few players left, if you can't build, you usually lose. So we opt when I play, I'll opt for the no build mode. So and Sif, do you guys have spine ticks tonight, or we have a show tonight? I wasn't sure. Didn't. I'm not sure if I saw the preview for it. So let us know so people can check that out. Yeah, I think yeah, we have a bunch of channels that are coming up on milestones. So definitely want to support everybody that we can. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, no build Fortnite is what I enjoy playing. I hope they keep it. I think they will. I think it's been pretty popular. So oh, nice. Yeah, I'm just catching up on the chat. Neil, thanks for dropping everybody's link. Appreciate that. Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, Spine Ticks tonight. Definitely go check that out. And I know I did see the Thursday show, the card show that you guys did too. That was great. Some great cards being shown and uncanny swag. I know he might be feeling a little not so good this morning after the Lightning beat his Avalanche. So um, oh, congrats, Cole. Yeah, a bunch of milestones coming up. A bunch of channels kind of hitting, creeping up, hitting milestones. So yeah, thanks, Neil. Thanks for dropping everybody's link. Yeah, I saw Jacob. You're moving along to 300. That's really great. Appreciate that's it's. I think we're finding that there's a lot of crossover now, even more than when I first came in. Um, with some of the card channels and toys and pop channels. So it's definitely a lot of support in the collecting community as a whole. Ah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just doing what I saw others do when I first came in. Gary B, the casual comic guy, his Grow Together initiative and doing shout outs. I remember Rob the Rican doing, his shout outs. And then, there's a lot of channels that continue to do them. And I think it's just a great idea because, like I said, I've the two new channels I shouted out this week, I just found this week, weren't even on my radar. Found them, look, great channels. So definitely, no, I don't want to be the boss. I don't want that responsibility. uh, have a great day, Jerry. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, the to-do list never gets small, but before we get too far into this, let's serve up some breakfast. All right, so you got pancakes, you've got eggs, you've got donuts, you've got mixed berries. So whatever you like, you've got. Um, you can jump in. Yeah, that's why I try to eat before the show, so I'm not when I see the video of the breakfast, I'm not hungry. Comic Book Community Awards. So we have nominations still open. We have 4 weeks left. So as of today, we are 4 weeks left to get your nominations in. So if you haven't nominated your channels, please go do that. Comic Book Community Awards, cbcawards.org. I know I've been looking, kind of keeping a tab on the nominations, and we've had a big push like the last week. Probably had about 50 different ballots come in for nominations, so I appreciate that. But like I said, 4 weeks left, and then we'll move on to announcing the finalist in August. But July 23rd is the last day to nominate channel. So if you haven't, please go do that. Take a couple minutes. So yeah, we need Madam or Master. I think whether they could both come on. They're usually it's kind of early for them, but they could do it. Yeah, a lot of votes coming in, and still, I took, like I said, took a peek at the nominations yesterday. Some of the nominations that have already come in, and definitely a number of the categories are still wide open. A lot of various channels being nominated for the different categories, so it's good to see. A few categories we're starting to see a little, some channels kind of become front runners in some of the categories, but most of them are just really wide open. So definitely go get your nominations in because each of the nominations will count with some of the categories being so close. So definitely go check that out. Yeah, Cole, right? I think Cole's probably just about ready for a new comic book cover challenge. So hopefully we'll see that soon. The last one was the vehicles, I believe. So that was a good one. Maybe next year we'll add a jank category to the awards. That could be a possibility for both Cole and Zach. All right, so new challenge. You heard it here first. Possibly a new challenge, maybe this Wednesday. So cover challenge. Couple comic books that I read this week. Um, Kind of catching up on books from the last 2 weeks. So Iron Fist #4. This was a really, the story was good. I have never really read Iron Fist before, and obviously this storyline is a new character as Iron Fist. But what really impressed me was the artwork in this book this week, and this is by artist is Michael, and I'm not sure how to. It's YG, so I'm not sure if that's Yi or G. But Michael, he did some amazing artwork. Let me get to this. Just some great artwork in this. I want to make sure I'm in this storyline. I was really enjoyed the artwork. A lot of action, fighting, but really great artwork throughout the whole book. Definitely worth checking out. Um, just in some of the panels, the way the panels were laid out, just really good stuff. So if you're not reading it, you may want to jump in. This is issue 4. We're 4 issues in. And I believe this is an ongoing series. I don't think this is like a mini series. So um, Iron Fist, definitely check that out. Spider-Man 2099 Exodus. This is issue number 2. Um, you know, I've not really read much Spider-Man 2099 before, and this has really been a non-Spider-Man 2099 story. Like this whole story in this issue focused around other characters, and so there was maybe 2 or 3 pages of Spider-Man 2099. So kind of an interesting way to have a title character and title book, and the main character really isn't even um, in the storyline. So it's kind of strange. So yes, yeah, the Jank trophy would be like a plastic, an open card wrapper and some bubble gum and a paper clip. Like it's like a MacGyver thing. Um, yeah, the Iron Fist artwork, and I'll have to go back and look. Michael Yi or G. I'm not like I don't know how to pronounce it. It's just YG is his last name. Really amazing artwork. I definitely want to go check out some more of his work. Really enjoyed the Iron Fist work. So yeah, I'm kind of transitioning between ordering some stuff online and still picking up some books at my LCS. So I'm kind of trying to work out which books I want to pick up locally and then which books I'm going to order online. So books have been coming in a little bit late, and so I have some reading I need to catch up on. So, Shop for Comics. Good morning, sir. Thanks for stopping in. Um, yeah, they've been introducing Spider-Man 2099 introducing new characters, but it's just I would expect that you would have the main character in the issue. It's his title book, it's his book, and he's not really in it that much. So it's interesting. So uh, picking and punching, man. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great rest of your vacation. Appreciate you taking a couple minutes to pop in. It's yes, yeah. I have to start looking at the trophy design for this year. I think I'm going to keep it similar to what we did last year, but maybe make the trophies a little bit bigger. So, yeah, thanks, Neil, for dropping that in. Just catching up on the chat. Matt, good morning. And like I said earlier, if you haven't seen, go check out Anachronic Comics comic book crowd stream from last night. Matt shows off, highlights some of his artistic skills, as the whole panel did. So you definitely need to go check that out. And one of the next books I read was Ben Reilly Spider-Man #5. This is 5 of 5. This wraps up the story. It's kind of a retelling of an older story. So this was a fun read. I wasn't collecting when the whole clone saga happened with Amazing Spider-Man. So this was a fun read to kind of just get some history on Ben Reilly. So that I enjoyed that. Um, and then the last book I read this week was The Amazing Spider-Man #4. Do have a review out for it. So if you're interested, go check it out. I know a couple other community members. Jacob did a review as well. So you can check that out. But those are really the books I read this week. But I would definitely go check out Iron Fist and Michael Yee's work, artwork. Really, really great stuff. So, um, yeah, definitely. Like I said, definitely go. Oh, there he is. Joe just showed up. Morning, Joe. Yeah, and Joe was a busy man. He was on Gary B's channel for a live stream. Then he hosted a live stream of his own. So definitely need to go check out the replay of those shows. The Gary B's, patriotic covers were just a great show. Great, very funny. A lot of ribbing going on the panel, but some great old books that were showed off last night. Jerry the Jitterbug was on there. Night Tiger Comics, Metarog. I know I'm missing others, but just a great Bub's World. Great panel. Need to go check that out. Joe was on there as well, and then Joe hosted his show later on that night with another great panel and a ton of some original artwork by each of the panelists. Joe's got a contest going, so you got to check out that stream to find out all the details there. But some great artwork. Madam and Master, Madam and Master Blaster both had artwork. Matt Woods, some great stuff. So yeah, you had a busy night. It was Gary B too, because Gary B hosted that show. Then I saw him in your chat, and then I know he was on Comic Bookworm's channel later on too. So, lot of great streams going on last night. Great content. So, really cool. Yeah. So I think up next we will do our giveaway. So we are 4 weeks left for nominations for the Comic Book Community Awards. So let me share my screen, and we are going to use hashtag 4 weeks left. So if you guys want to enter into the contest, well, if I knew we were talking about Twin Peaks, I would have used hashtag Twin Peaks. Maybe we need to get a show call and discuss Twin Peaks history. So, yeah. I was getting worried for Joe because the Gary B show went long. I don't think they expected to be on that long, and it was almost right up against his show, and he had to drop off to go get ready. So, really cool. All right, everybody getting the hashtag in for a chance to win some books. We'll pull some books from the prize box. So, yeah, that it would force me to go back and rewatch some of the early episodes. So that might be something we should kick around. I think it sounded like we've got enough people that have watched the show. So. All right, we've got 9 people here. We got 6 entries, so if anybody wants to get in, please do. We got 10 people in the live stream. Neil, thanks so much for dropping everybody's links. Appreciate that. Right, grow together. All right, we're almost there. How many we got? Got 9 in the stream. We've got 8 entries. All right, so I'll give it 10 more seconds, and then we'll run the prize here. We'll run the drawing. All right, here we go. Zach, congrats. So let's get to the prize box. I'll stop sharing. Now, these are not, there's no jank in this box. These are all nice books. All right, so we're going to pick out 5 books for Zach. Up first, we have Storm and Gambit number 1. This is Curse of the Mutants. It's a nice, I'm getting a glare, nice looking book. And then we've got Adventures in the DC Universe, this month, The Flash. Another cool looking book. Ronald, good morning. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you coming out this morning. All right, so that was book 2. We got 3 more left. Let's see what we got. There you go. Firestorm number 1. A couple people recently mentioned Firestorm as a character, as a possible reboot, or they'd like to see DC do more with him. So this was part of the new 52, so pretty cool. All right, we got 2 more. Wow, look at that. Amazing Spider-Man number 1. Now, this is a wraparound cover, too. Now, this is the from Volume 5, so the last series of Amazing Spider-Man, but this is a great full art cover. All right, so we got 1 more. Let's see, Zach, I told you, no jank. No jank in this box. And another Spider-Man solo number 2. But we've got Spider-Man on the cover as well. So congrats again, Zach. Appreciate you. Lucretius, good morning. Thanks for stopping in. Just catching up. Oh, Zach. Neil dropped in Ronald's Dragon of America channel. Great gaming channel. So definitely go check him out. I was watching him last night. Trying to remember what he was, or the night before streaming. I think he was playing Fortnite too, so definitely need to go check that out. Yeah, some great covers, Zach. I'm pretty sure I have your address. I'll double check on Instagram if I don't. I have it. I know I've sent you stuff before, so if not, I'll just ask Cole. I know Cole has your address. So yeah, it would be interesting. That was a character that somebody. I'm trying to think. I think it may have been. Jimmy, Small Town Collectibles, was mentioning him as a, that, they should do more with him. There's some great characters between Marvel and DC that we never really see enough of. So, yeah, that's a nice cover and a nice book, The Amazing Spider-Man number 1 from the fifth volume of Amazing Spider-Man. So. You're welcome, Zach. I appreciate you supporting the channel and love all the videos that you do, and just the pack challenges that you've been doing with Cole, the jank packs, and then some of the other pack battles with some of the other card community channels is just, it's fun to watch. It's just fun to kind of see who wins. So. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to mention today. I think we covered everything. Shout outs, like I said, definitely go check out those shout out channels I mentioned earlier. Links are down below in the description. Cullen Collects, Gary's Grails, Couple Comics, and Nick the Comic Nerd, all great channels. Definitely go check them out. Comic Book Community Awards, we've got 4 weeks left to get your nominations in, so please go do that. If you haven't, I think that's it, man. Just have a great weekend. I'm actually going old school tomorrow and holding a yard sale. Got a bunch of comic books that I'm looking to move out of the personal collection, and some books that I've had from some collections. I'm trying to raise a little money for some upcoming cons, so I have some con money to buy some more books for the PC. So the old, let the hobby fund itself. So hopefully I sell all the books and have some nice cash for the couple cons. Terrific Con, I'm heading to Terrific Con end of July in Connecticut, and then I'll be at visiting New York City Comic Con in October. So if anybody is heading to any of those shows, let me know. Definitely like to meet up with anybody. I think Joe is heading to New York Comic Con. Yeah, I have to. I did a little Walmart run the other day to pick up some comic packs, and I saw all the cards and I was tempted, but I didn't buy any. But I'm teetering on falling into one of those other collecting rabbit holes. So yeah, Yeah, I'm looking at, I've had some books listed on eBay for a while, but I said, let's just go old school, put them out in the front yard and see how we do. So, oh, cool. Thanks, Neil. I appreciate that. Yep. Good, Joe. Yeah, looking forward to it. I know a few others will be there. So the definitely we'll have to make a point to meet up. That'll be great. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Have a great rest of your weekend. Hope you guys are doing something fun. And we will leave you. We're gonna leave. We didn't see Jimmy G this morning, but we'll leave with his girlfriend. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for coming out.
You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS?